and welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name's Carmen, and today we're going to do a pick a card reading. Let's call in spirit with some enchanting. That's a good one. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. Thank you everyone for the support you've shown my channel. We're going to do a pick a card with fire as the theme. We've got some matchbooks and a lighter. This is from 29 Palms, California. This is from Pumpkin Munch. And that's a gas station, by the way, if you don't have those. And then this is from Imperial Palace in Las Vegas. So we will do just a quick little video so you can see them up close, but of course feel free to pick whichever one or multiple ones that call you, and there'll be a message for you on the flip side. I'll see you over there. Hi Pile One, welcome to your message. So maybe you are drawn to California, or you live in California, or you just think that the name 29 Palms is cool, but either way, welcome to your reading. We're going to start with the Situations deck. Let's see what we have for you. Sorry, I'm watching my cat chew on plastic wrappers. Hey!
How many times do we have to have this conversation? Please stop doing that. Holy fucking shit.
Hey! Stop! Hi Pile One, welcome to your reading. You must have either really thought 29 Palms is a really cool name for a town, or maybe you have ties to California. Either way, let's get into your reading. I think I'll start with the Situations deck. I hope you're having a great day so far. What do we have for Pile One? I've been on cat babysitting duty because Hambone really likes to eat plastic, like wrappers. Alright, so the first card out, Pile One, is Intervention. So somebody may have been in a situation that was a little too difficult to navigate an exit alone. I feel like somebody needed to assist with a travel component, so giving a ride to for like the airport or something like that, but there's protection here for somebody that needed to get out of a bad situation. Interesting. So it looks like this person, after being removed from this toxic environment, is going to have a lot of good things coming their ways in the near future. We have projected as hidden energy. And what I'm drawn to the most is highest high. So there are some difficult things this person has gone through, but there are good things awaiting them. This could be a reading for somebody that has dealt with something like PTSD or trauma of some sort, because it looks like there's a recurring, like, I heard the word suffocation. Like there's a memory, there's a trauma, there's a past, there's something that every now and then like comes up to like kind of haunt this person. I get for some of you, this could cause anxiety or shortness of breath if certain environmental cues bring you back to whatever it was that happened to you. Sorry that you're dealing with that. That doesn't sound like fun. What else do we have for pile one? Well, we have something auspicious, something good that's happening. There's a meeting in your near future, and it looks like this would be positive in either your work or your romance. Okay, it might be romance. So we have somebody that may be a little hesitant or a little scared to come forward to express their emotions or desire for a divine feminine. So I kind of get the feeling that we have a masculine energy here that was in an unhealthy home environment. That could have been a romantic relationship or a family situation, but has since left that behind, I feel like pretty recently, and is kind of focused on how to address something that happened with a divine feminine. There was really good memories with this feminine. And I kind of get the sense that for some of these masculines, the memories that they had of or have of this feminine is kind of like what got them through some of the really difficult times. So if they were dealing with like mental or emotional abuse, or maybe they were recovering from something pretty serious for their physical health, it's like they would tap into these moments where they were laughing with you, or maybe even those silent moments where you were just sitting next to each other but you didn't have to talk. Now that there is a sense of mobility or freedom where there was previously none, it feels to me like there's a sense of urgency to move. Like we will probably see the Chariot come out for this reading, because somebody has become the chaser. Somebody has realized that what they want is on a clearance shelf and someone else might take it, right? Like this isn't something that's just going to hang out and wait for them. So they're trying to figure out the best way to arrange a time to speak. Going to use the Marigold Tarot to clarify for you here. Pile one. What else do we have for them? The Hierophant. So there's a couple ways to look at this. Take what resonates. We've got the potential for someone to have had to leave an abusive or unhappy marriage, or possibly somebody is wanting a higher level commitment from this person that they've been thinking of, this divine feminine. But somebody was definitely protected in this situation. I feel like this is somebody who has recently become closer to whatever they believe in, right? Whatever that spirituality is, they're a little bit more tapped into it. Wow. This is beautiful. Look at the duality in this. The sun, the moon, one being reversed. The colors. Somebody was wrestling internally with what they wanted to choose, who they wanted to be, what life they wanted to live. They realized that the unhappiness or negativity they've endured recently has been because they placed their priorities in the wrong places. They put too much weight on the opinion of others or on their status, their ego, and it left them feeling empty. They fought so hard for this thing that they thought would make them happy and feel great about themselves and love themselves, only to find it made them feel empty. And when they thought about what actually made them happy, what gave them that warmth, it was this divine feminine, who I believe would have been forthcoming or honest about potentially wanting something more serious or more than friends. But with the moon clarifying the divine feminine, I feel like he kept her in the dark. He did not want her to know what he thought about her, what he felt about her. But he also underestimated her ability to understand him and the situation. We have the Four of Wands in the reverse. This masculine energy has a focus and a determination on a serious relationship and doesn't want anything to get in his way. He feels that there's a lack of stability in his life right now, and that at the very least, this divine feminine knows how to establish stability on her own, and he may learn something, or he may build a foundation with her. Eight of Rings. This is the Eight of Pentacles. This masculine energy is working on something. He could be saving money, working on a plan. He knows this is worth it. Two of Rings. This is probably the most romantic Two of Pentacles card that I have, especially because you're talking about the word rings here instead, right? This is absolutely somebody who is looking for marriage. We have the Three of Wands and the Page of Cups in the reverse. I feel like there was some level of foresight that this divine feminine had. She may have said, if we don't at least give this a shot, I think you'll regret it the rest of your life. And he may have laughed in her face and walked away like, nah, I've done this before, we're good. And then in some of his worst moments realized just how much she actually meant to him and that she was fucking right. And now this prediction that she had is true. She's like waiting, but he hasn't apologized. He hasn't spoken up yet. We have the Seven of Rings and the Nine of Cups. The Seven of Rings would be the Seven of Pentacles, and that's about harvesting from your efforts, being able to build something and have something to show for it, right? And the Nine of Cups is like wish fulfillment. Sometimes I see this as a little bit selfish, the Nine of Cups. It's clarifying the Two of Swords in the reverse. So really what I see this as is somebody is now fully aware of what they want to invest in. They don't want to waste their time investing in meaningless, superficial relationships, i.e. one-night stands, things like that, or empty friendships where people are just clout chasing. Somebody now wants to invest in things that actually get them closer to what they want in life, or who they want to be in life. There's no confusion on this anymore. Ace of Wands. New beginning. A new life. I think it's beautiful that we have a rose here because it mirrors the fact that we have flowers on this meeting. So someone could bring flowers to a date or a coffee date or to somebody's house. But more importantly, I think it's speaking of somebody's desire to be tender and maybe even a little bit feminine in how they approach a conversation that's emotional. All right, we're going to clarify with the Everyday Tarot. It's fighting me. It's like, not today. All right, what else do we have for pile one, please? Justice. I enjoy seeing this. Somebody who has felt like they were being dealt a shit hand based on what they give back to the universe or the intent that they have. They're getting their justice. It may have been a little bit of a wait. It's like I just heard like an angel be like, sorry, apologies. I don't know if they're actually British. We have Magician. This is clarifying the Three of Wands. I feel like we have a few messages here. There is justice coming to those that tried to manipulate the situation or control the outcome. And instead of letting things organically flow, tried to force things, right? There's karma coming for these people. This could be, well, like primarily what I see would be people that are trying to hold back others because they're jealous or they can't, really offer what they want to offer. People who can't be authentic. But I also see that we have somebody here who's manifesting justice. Somebody who knows that you don't have to be the architect of your own karma, your own justice. You can put forth the intent and the positivity that you have to offer the world and be confident that the negative things that happen to you for a reason, and the good things that happen to you probably happen because you aren't being an asshole. But there's something here about being able to manifest this justice because this Divine Feminine is moving forward. This Divine Feminine doesn't let low-level bullshit stop her. She is in pursuit of her happiness. She is building something. She is building an empire. So we have the Hierophant in the reverse, clarifying the Nine of Cups. Feels to me like this masculine energy during his difficult time may have had a distance that grew between whatever religion or spirituality he had. Like, there was a loss in faith. And part of this shift in his life is justice, because there were elements of work or faith that he did demonstrate. So it feels to me like there's going to be a good ending here for both of them, regardless of how they choose to use their free will. But there were also some pretty difficult lessons learned in terms of self-worth, authenticity, speaking your truth, all of that kind of thing. We have the Lovers in the reverse and the Ten of Pentacles. Someone chose a relationship based off of money or sex instead of love and ended up having some loss in the home front. So this could have been an actual property that they lost, money that they lost, or that sense of stability that one has in the home life, right? But what this person didn't see is when they chose this other person, they were really not choosing themselves. They were saying, I don't want to choose the person that would require that I step up my game a little bit. I would rather be my low vibe self. And that impacted this person's career, money, whatever. There was a period of loss or lack that came about as a result of that. Oops. Let's see if I can. We have the Two of Swords in the reverse again, which I like to see. This is somebody who is capable, right? Somebody who is working to figure out a plan and doesn't feel hampered by their surroundings or their information. We have the Star in the reverse and the Seven of Cups in the reverse. Someone has decided to work on their healing. They know that they have scars that have been unattended. And with the Seven of Cups in the reverse, it feels to me like there's a clarity around how to address this trauma or this problem they're trying to work through. I also feel like for some, there could be a masculine who is making the decision to give up an addiction. So this could be somebody who decides to no longer drink liquor or no longer smoke weed, something along those lines, because this masculine may have determined that it was causing issues in terms of being able to stand up for himself or be motivated. We have the Emperor in the reverse and the Queen of Wands. He didn't choose the woman he wanted. He chose the woman who was sexy or would look the other way when he was doing his bullshit. Specifically, that's what I heard. This was a masculine who wanted maybe the comforts of a home life with somebody, but like didn't want to have the like restrictions thereof, right? I don't want to necessarily just have sex with you all the time. Like I want to have like a house with you and like benefit from sharing money and blah blah blah, but I'm going to expect that you turn the other way when I decide that I want to have, you know, a fling with somebody. I'll fling you out the door. Anyways, pile one, that's your reading. Sorry for getting snarky. Give me a like or a subscribe if you enjoyed it, and have a great rest of your day. Hi, pile two. Welcome to your reading. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. Well, first, let's just confirm for you. We are group pump and munch. Almost as cool as come and go, but not quite. Oops. Alright. I'm going to put that down before it causes any problems. Okay, so let's see. We're going to start with the Fairy Lenormand. What do we have for pile two, please? We have the Anchor and the Stork. It feels to me, pile two, like somebody is getting a sense of stability or permanence from a happy announcement. So there could be like somebody announcing a wedding, a baby, a new job, but there's something here that's giving somebody hope for the future. And it does feel like there's a benefit or an element here of love. This is a momentous occasion for someone. And then we have the rider, R-I-D-E-R. This would be somebody who's traveling with news. So somebody has like happy news and they're traveling to communicate it to somebody. To a feminine energy. So this is the girl. This could represent like a younger woman or somebody that's seen as like innocent. But this could also be like a father-daughter conversation. Let's see. We're going to get some clarification from the OG. This is the Rider-Waite. What else do we have for pile 2, please? There may be somebody who's having a difficult time. They're struggling to let go of something. But there's an element of hope here. It's like we've got the 9 of Swords, and then the 10th one is in the 9th, right? So somebody is bringing truth to relieve a situation that is causing another person stress. So again, there's like good news that's going to ground somebody. What else do we have for pile 2? We have the 6 of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. Somebody is wanting to balance the scales. They feel as though they haven't invested the way that they should. They feel like they've missed out on something important here because they did not invest in this situation. We have the Hermit in the reverse and the Devil in the reverse. Yeah, I'm really getting like so this is hidden, the Devil in the reverse. I'm getting the vibe that we have somebody who maybe is a little bit of a black sheep or did something that kind of ruined a family dynamic. Something along the lines of letting down somebody close to you, wanting to find a way to make it better, and possibly actually finding something. Now, with that Devil in the reverse, it feels to me like somebody has let go of a person or addiction. So this could have been letting go of codependency on an unhealthy relationship or letting go of drinking, something along those lines. We've got 5 of Pentacles here, which is all about someone kind of being outcasted. So I feel like it could be letting go of someone that had caused issues with someone else that was important to you. So it could be like a family dynamic where like mother-in-law or stepmom had a bad relationship with like a daughter. But with the 3 of Wands and the Ace of Cups, it feels to me like this person who's rushing in is letting this person know you don't have much time to wait. The blessings that you have been wanting are around the corner. So this could be somebody getting a message from like a passed on loved one in a dream, telling them, don't lose faith, it's almost here, that kind of thing. But it could also be somebody who is coming in to say, I know I made you wait a really long time. It's been torture for me too. But I've almost got everything sorted out, and then I can offer you something. It's like I have to hold on for a little bit longer. Like maybe they're saving money, maybe they're finalizing a divorce, maybe they're moving to get, close to you, whatever it is. But there's been conflict and struggles that have prevented this blessing or this union, this offer. It feels like that's what this person has been addressing. Oofda. Okay, so basically this person learned a lesson. They were trying to avoid something. They were trying to avoid a tower moment, probably changing everything in their life. But when they decided to not go down that path, choose your own adventure, they ended up choosing a lot of failure and loss, because we have 6 of Wands and 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. Those are not cards you want to see in the reverse. So this is all because somebody was not willing to try something different or go on a different path than what they had been on. I feel like this is a glutton for punishment, because we have somebody who is looking back on the past, not done learning their karmic lessons. They're still stuck in it. They're still trying to figure out what they could have done differently instead of moving forward and doing that thing differently. You know what I mean? We have the 10 of Cups coming out kind of sideways here, so I feel like somebody is making plans for a happy home, but is currently feeling lonely. Alright, and then for hidden energy, we have the 7 of Pentacles kind of coming out sideways. So I feel like somebody, again, we're changing course here. Somebody realized what they were doing wasn't really paying off, that it wasn't a good investment, and there's a change. I'm going to do things different now. See if that works. They're walking away from a toxic environment or a toxic behavior pattern. Queen of Pentacles. They may be gaining inspiration from a feminine energy that is independent and seen as responsible and reliable. They could also be embodying this energy. Somebody who is able to engender, you just can tell that they're going to be there, they're supportive, and they take care of their shit, right? Feels to me like somebody has kind of guided this person, how about you try it this way? And it looks like we're going to have something to celebrate here, pile 2, so I'm excited, because I think somebody's starting to evolve a little bit here. Alright, we're going to get just a little bit more clarification from the Tarot Familiars. If this is resonating for you, go ahead and give me a like or a subscribe. We have the 2 of Wands in the reverse. So we might have somebody that's content to be stuck. That would make sense with the, well, sure, I'll go through that karmic lesson again. I know it's going to be the same ending, but I mean, I'm getting used to it now. So it feels like it's a codependent relationship this person is signing up for, because we have the 9 of Pentacles in the reverse. And we have the 10 of Swords in the reverse. They're signing themselves up for a pretty uncomfortable situation. With the 2 of Pentacles, I feel like it's going to be one where they get juggled or underappreciated, underprioritized. Then we have the Seven of Cups. So with the Three of Wands in the reverse, somebody is going to be shocked. They're not going to see the options ahead of them coming, and they're not going to be very pleased. It's Three of Cups in the reverse. Not so, like, it's not a good thing, not something you would want to celebrate. So it feels to me like we basically have somebody who has an option here, right? We can choose to do things the right way and see a better result, or we can choose to do things the old way and see the same result. I know which one I recommend, but this is all for you, Pile 2, so you've got free will. I hope you enjoyed the reading and that you have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye. Hi, Pile 3. Welcome to your reading. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. You must have some appreciation for Vegas, or maybe you actually went to the Imperial Palace. Either way, let's dig into your reading. Let's see. We will start with the Golden Lenormand. What do we have for Pile 3, please? Interesting. I just had the Anchor and the other, whoops, and the other Lenormand come out for Pile 2. And then we have the Man. $36, the Cross. And 3, the Ship. Alright, well, interesting, because we have bookends in terms of traveling imagery, right? We've got the anchor and we've got the ship. But what I really see is somebody, probably a masculine energy, determining what's important or what grounds him, what he should prioritize. And it's like this Ace of Hearts is a thought bubble. He is focused on love. So this could be somebody who watched that Nicolas Cage movie, The Family Man, I think, where he gets insight into what his life would have been like if he prioritized his family instead of work. You know, that kind of thing. Somebody has had a difficult experience, a difficult journey. It hurt. It has changed this person, very much so. But I feel like they're reconstituting, they're getting more strength with each day, and I feel like they're getting ready to go somewhere to have a difficult conversation. We're going to use the Golden Art Nouveau, since we already have Golden Lenormand. Let's do have for Pile 3. We have the Five of Cups. This masculine energy was focused on the past. There was something that haunted him. This is likely a situation where he feels he owes somebody an apology, but he turned his back to them. This could have been a long time ago. It's prevented him from being able to focus on or pursue opportunities, probably in love. So we have the Tower and the Star, clarifying the Man and the Cross. This man had built a false foundation that he thought would provide happiness or fulfillment, and was unwilling to let go of it when he realized, like, he climbed all the way to the top of this tower only to realize that it wasn't actually where the princess princess is or where the happiness is, right? And now that something difficult has happened to expose what is missing in his life, he has started the process of healing. He's coping with some regret or some remorse. And it's impacted his ability to pursue opportunities. Like I mentioned before, this could also, if he's artistic in any way, impact creative ventures. We have the Six of Swords clarifying the Five of Cups. There's something that's coming in to usher in a happier time for this masculine energy. It's tied to the fact that he's actually pursued his healing. We have the Five of Swords. He's learned a lesson regarding how he went after things. He may have been overly aggressive, overly competitive, vindictive, manipulative. There's a sense here that empathy was something he had to develop. We have the Nine of Wands in the reverse. There were multiple attempts to teach this masculine this lesson, and he refused to level up at every opportunity. So I kind of feel like with the Star being clarified with the Knight of Cups, I feel like the universe sent somebody perfectly designed to take this masculine's ego out. Like somebody that was better than him, which isn't really how I like to describe people. But because he had an ego issue, because he wasn't learning this lesson, kind of like that movie, The Family Guy, someone had to show him what real good was so that he could realize his shit ain't shit. And whatever inflated thoughts he had about himself got him thinking. Am I chasing the wrong things? Am I pursuing the wrong things? Am I fighting for bullshit? So it's like he put the wand down, the sword down, the aggression away. Something changed here. There is a change in perspective in terms of what strength looks like, right? Like this is somebody, for example, that could have accepted that men do cry, should cry, because like things happen to make you cry, and being inhuman is not strength, it's the lack of strength. So for the 3 guys that watch my channel, I'm kidding, there might be 4. The healed women out there that are looking for a relationship that offers true emotional connection and respect masculine energy are not going to judge you for being able to tap into your feminine energy. I can't speak for everyone, right? But the people that I know that I would classify as divine feminine, the whole point is be authentic. Be yourself. Express yourself. Because when you hold shit in, it just turns you into a bad person. It rots from the inside. So I feel like a lot of masculines are having to go within and realize exactly that the King of Swords approach is what got you in this 5 of Cups. The logic all day, every day, don't feel a thing, I'm heartless, I'm soulless, I'm never going to give my heart. It's not going to get you anywhere. It's going to get you that Nicolas Cage movie. And the worst part about it is, for some of these masculines, we have dishonesty about what they actually wanted. They did want this happy home life. They didn't want to pursue it. Eight of Cups in the reverse. They were afraid. They were afraid. We have the Lovers coming out to clarify the Knight of Cups in the reverse. This is somebody who ran from love, refused to offer love, ghosted people, refused to make decisions, started fights, did everything they could to avoid that serious commitment situation. And with the Three of Pentacles in the reverse, clarifying the Five of Wands in the reverse, this is somebody who didn't want anybody on their level, didn't want to feel like they were part of a partnership. They wanted to do everything on their own. Ego. But something finally got them out of this way of thinking, and now they're on their own, having a bit of a think. Something came crashing down and made them realize what they had built was nothing, meaningless. We're going to clarify with the Crow Tarot. We have the Tower in the reverse and the King of Pentacles. This is a masculine energy who believed he would be able to avoid a lot of the setbacks in life if he remained focused on business and money. There were opportunities in love, but this masculine energy tended to go for the one-night stand options or the like superficial connections. Didn't really want to have any of those meaningful conversations or connections. And then we have the Four of Pentacles in the reverse and the King of Wands in the reverse. Now this masculine, after having some measure of healing, wants to let go of this mentality. He sees now just how bad it got being this King of Wands energy that was negatively aspected, really just focused on himself, maybe overly sexual, having potentially an addiction to hookups, things like that. Because at the end of the day, with the Two of Cups in the reverse, there wasn't any fulfillment that came from this. It was really just bragging rights, and that turns empty pretty quickly. So we have the World, we have the end of one cycle and the beginning of another cycle. Feels like our Nicolas Cage character has decided he wants to have something more meaningful. It's the Four of Wands. There's a change. I don't know if you saw it kind of like spun. There's a change in his perspective. He wants that more meaningful life now. And here we have the Hierophant in the reverse. Acknowledges that what he needs to release is this aversion to higher level connections. We have the King of Cups in the reverse, clarifying the King of Wands in the reverse. That's like emotionally manipulative. I'm not really a fan of that. And the Five of Wands in the reverse again. So this feels like a warning for this masculine that these energies are what brought this lack of love and like the need to remove this toxic energy. Look one off. So the last one is the Nine of Swords. There's a pretty stark warning here for this masculine energy that if you know something is a problem and it's contributing to a lack of happiness in your life, and it seems to stem from not wanting to actually have genuine connections in your life, then it's going to leave you feeling alone, right? There's this strength that this masculine has seen either in somebody else or briefly if he has kind of dabbled in being a little bit more open, right? But there's a warning here from Spirit that if you go to this emotionally controlling or manipulative or overly sexual energy after having learned that that was what had caused your unhappiness, you're signing up for more unhappiness. You know this. So Spirit is saying, all right, what did we learn? Cool. How are we going to do things different? I'm waiting for you to answer. So the answer is, open my heart chakra. Good luck with that. I hope you enjoyed the reading and that you have a wonderful rest of your day.